Hey, it's me, Lucas Roth, CFA, CPA, and Realtor. I'm here to help you make money in real estate. So let's go back in time. 100 years ago, 200 years ago, farmers, they got a lesson to teach us. When they would have a harvest, this was their harvest, let's say, they would right off the bat save enough that they could plant the next year. Okay, so whatever it was, they would save enough of it so that they could plant, harvest, and eat the year after. Whatever was left was what they would, eat or trade or sell or whatever. Okay, but they always saved enough for the next year. And the interesting thing too is that they would save their best, typically their best, because that's how they would, maintain the genetic robustness of their crop or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a farmer, but I do know that they would save. Okay. Why am I talking about that? We don't farm. I don't farm anyways, but we make other investment activities. Okay. Let's say you're a first time buyer. You buy a house. Okay. And this is your investment. That's your house. You live in the entire house. Okay. You are consuming your entire investment, which is normal. That's what most people do. However, for your future investments, those have to be funded by income that's obtained from elsewhere. It's not being produced by that home that you purchased because you're living in the entire thing. All right, let's say instead of purchasing a home, you get a house with a mother-in-law apartment. What you do when you rent out that mother-in-law apartment is you are bringing that income that needed to come from outside, like a second job or a career or a pay raise or something like that. You are now producing that income for the future within the investment that you've already made. That represents your future, okay? And you've done it without any extra money out of pocket. The house doesn't have to necessarily cost any more. You've simply made a decision like, okay, I'm going to think about my future first, and then I'm going to consume what's left over, just like what the farmers used to do. So to me, this is a fundamental shift in thinking. Most people, I'd say like 90% of people at least, just buy a house and they live in the whole thing. That's not a bad thing, right? But if you can think 2 steps ahead, like the farmers had to, they would starve if they didn't think 2 steps ahead. For us, if we can think 2 steps ahead, we will make this decision, I would say almost every time, right? Because what you're doing is you're putting yourself on a trajectory where you're going to invest that income that you're not using, and it's going to become more future real estate investments for you. This is what happened to me in my life, and I've seen it in other people. This is a dramatic, elegant, beautiful path to take, and I encourage people to consider it. LucasRoth.com is my website. Check me out there. Hit like, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching.